Chris. This is going to be an NHL edition, and the 2021 quest for the Cup is upon us. So we're going to do my NHL series playoff predictions, and this isn't against the spread. This is just who I think is going to win and in how many games. So we're going to kick it off with the first matchup. The Boston Bruins play the Washington Capitals tomorrow. The Washington Capitals are 44-28 all time against the Boston Bruins. However, this year the Boston Bruins are 5-3 against the Washington Capitals. Now, how many of those games did OV miss? I'm not quite sure. However, there tends to be a trend when it comes to the playoffs and the hot teams end up getting in. Now, I know that the Capitals have been great all season. I'm not a very big Washington Capitals fan. I also hate the Boston Bruins, so this is another one of those series where it's going to be difficult for me to pick. I do think this series goes 7. And because the Capitals are the home team, I'm going to take the Capitals to win the series in 7. Then in the East, we have the Pittsburgh Penguins playing the New York Islanders. The Pittsburgh Penguins are 53-33 all time against the New York Islanders, and they were 6-2 against them this season. They absolutely dominated the New York Islanders. I say that the Penguins are going to make a pretty easy deal of the New York Islanders, and the Penguins win this series in 6. In the Central, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning playing the Florida Panthers. The Tampa Bay Lightning hold all-time record at 58-43 against the Panthers. However, the Panthers are 5-3 this season against the Tampa Bay Lightning. These games would have been flip-flopped had the Lightning won the last game of the season. They would be the 2 seed and the home team. However, because they lost to the Panthers, now they're the 3 seed and the Florida Panthers have home ice. I think overall, the Florida Panthers have played a little bit better, and it seems like they've had the Tampa Bay Lightning's number. I say that this is going to be another 7-game series, and I say that the Florida Panthers will defeat the defending Stanley Cup champions in 7. Then we have Carolina Panthers and the Nashville Predators. Now, this isn't normally a rivalry, and this isn't normally a playoff game. And Carolina holds the all-time record at 20-19. So they have a 1-game advantage over the Nashville Predators. However, this season, they are 6-2 against the Nashville Predators. Nashville has been hot. That's how they ended up getting into the playoffs. Carolina has been smoldering all season. Give me Carolina in 5. I really don't think that Nashville is going to stand very much of a chance against them in this series. Then we're going to go to the West, and these are another set of interesting matchups. We have the St. Louis Blues playing the Colorado Avalanche. The St. Louis Blues hold the all-time record at 39-32 head-to-head, so they generally beat the Avalanche when they play them. However, this season, the Avalanche are 5-3 against the St. Louis Blues. Now, I believe that winning the President's Trophy is a curse. It just seems like whatever team ultimately wins it usually gets bounced in the first round, or if not the first round, the second round. And playing a team like this, I honestly believe that the St. Louis Blues might find a way to bring it to 7. However, I do think that the Colorado Avalanche will end up winning this series. I just think it's going to take them 7 games to do so. Then we have the Las Vegas Golden Knights playing the Minnesota Wild, who have absolutely dominated the Las Vegas Golden Knights pretty much all time and pretty much all season. They are 11-5 against them all time, and they are 5-3 against them this season. Whatever the reason is, the Knights just struggle beating the Minnesota Wild. And it's for this reason alone that I'm going to say this is going to be another one of those 7-game series, but the Minnesota Wild are going to win this series. They could take it in 6, but I'm going to be optimistic and say that the Knights will push it to 7 at home and end up ultimately losing to the Minnesota Wild. And when it comes to the luck of the draw, they really got screwed by losing that game to the Colorado Avalanche. And lastly, we have the North. And I put the North last because they're starting their playoff series last. We'll start with the Edmonton Oilers and the Winnipeg Jets. The Edmonton Oilers are 30-20 all time against the Jets, and they are 7-3 against them this season. The Oilers have looked unstoppable towards the end of this season. They just caught fire at the right time, and they own the Jets. If the Jets win 1 game, they're going to be lucky, so I'm going to say that the Edmonton Oilers are probably going to win this series in 5. Then we have the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. I absolutely despise the Montreal Canadiens, and their head-to-head matchups, they're tied all time at 45-45. Head-to-head. But this season, the Toronto Maple Leafs have a 7-3 record against the Montreal Canadiens. If the Canadiens win 1 game, which they might because familiarity, playing each other back-to-back-to-back, I say that the Toronto Maple Leafs win this series in 5. Let me know what you guys think of my picks in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram @RawSportsTalk. Follow me on Twitter at @RawSportsTalk1. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. I'm out.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw.